On the show today, we meet the #1 bowler in the world, Jasprit Bumrah, who talks about his relationship with his family.
My mother never stopped me from playing cricket. She told me, I'm there to support you, I'm there to guide you, but after a certain period of time, you fight your own battles.
Meet some enthusiastic little fans.
How do you deal with pressure and not only on the pitch but also outside?
It's similar to your exams. If you've not prepared well, then you're nervous that, oh, how would you deliver? If you've prepared well, if you've done everything, it's easy. Just you have to go there and it's just about execution.
And share some meaningful advice for kids and families.
If a young boy or a young girl has self-belief, they think that they can do it, that's the only opinion that matters.
So you guys know that our life revolves around cricket and football, now that our kids are really into those sports. I admit that I am not an expert on technicalities, but I'm learning more and more thanks to them. And the people that inspire them, I tend to invite on the show. There's someone who is the best bowler in the world, as Sachin has said, the most complete bowler, as Virat has said, and definitely the bowler that gets imitated the most in our home, the amazing son and the amazing cricketer, Jasprit Bumrah. Thank you, Jasprit, for being on the show.
Thank you.
Now, I know they call you Boom.
The foreign players who come, they are not able to pronounce my first name, so they call me Boom.
So what would you like to be called? Should I call you Jasprit or Bumrah?
Anything, whatever is comfortable for you.
You okay tell me.
Jasprit is fine.
Jasprit. Okay, so thank you so much, Jasprit, for being on the show. This show is all about inspiring kids and families and hopefully bringing about positive change. So tell us a little bit about you as a kid. Were you always obsessed with cricket, or where did the passion come from? Where did the dream come from?
So initially, when I was a kid back then, we didn't have so many gadgets. We didn't have PlayStations like any other kid. I used to watch cartoons and all of that, but I had a friend who was interested in cricket. So when we used to sit in my house, we used to watch cricket. I used to tell him, why are we watching cricket? But then because of him, I started watching. And then slowly, I started enjoying it. That this is something which is very interesting. This is something that, is really exciting. And the funny part of it is in India, a lot of the kids want to be batsmen. But when I watch cricket, the fast bowling aspect excited me quite a lot. So I could be watching any great bowler bowling. And in my head, I'm that bowler and I'm bowling in a stadium, but I'm playing in my backyard.
But this sounds so familiar. Like as a mom, I see this, that the kids pick up so much from what they see and what they watch and then imitate that. And it's so amazing because there are times when you're like, don't watch TV, but then you see that they're actually learning a great skill. And I think that's a positive of screen time, right? That's quite a brilliant thing to be able to learn like that.
Yes. So when you say kids learn by watching TV, I've learned all my cricket through television by watching people.
Really?
I've only probably done 2 years of professional coaching. That was my school coaching. I never followed proper coaching camp. I never went through that setup. And I started playing serious cricket after my 12th standard. So it was really late till then. Or before that, it was just for fun, playing with my friends, just watching the game, enjoying the game.
That's an amazing thing to hear because as I said, we have inspirational people who share their journeys. And that's the first time I've heard that actually you just did it from TV and what was fun. So you weren't waking up at like 5 and 6 when you were little and going for classes and all that kind of stuff.
But during the summer vacations, we used to play a lot of cricket. So cricket was never difficult for me to get up.
Yeah.
But for studies and school, my mother had to force me to get up. Yeah. But for cricket, I used to be excited, playing with my friends. We used to play all the time. And my mother had to really call me that you have to come home now.
Yeah.
It's enough. You've been out too long. So
I know your mom is a school principal of the school that you were in.
Yes.
And you famously said that the advantage was that you didn't get bullied in school, but the disadvantage was you couldn't bunk.
Correct.
So were you a naughty kid or were you a good kid?
So the only advantage that you got was that when we were in school, teachers sometimes could hit you as well. So nobody ever hit me. Yeah. But the only downside to that, nobody knew that my mother was the one who hit me. So I used to get hit when I was at home. So I used to be a very naughty child where, because she used to work, she used to take care of me and my sister because as everybody knows that I lost my father when I was very young. So she used to take care, she used to take a lot of responsibility. So when she used to come after work, and then I didn't let her sleep, and all of those times were very interesting. So she's done a lot.
Yeah, I believe that she's also the reason for your Yorkers. I read about how you had to bowl so that she wouldn't get woken up during her nap time. So you had to bowl for that to that one particular point
Yes,
at the
skirting
bottom
of the wall, yes.
The
So,
skirting of the wall.
as you know, your parents, as you wouldn't allow all the time to the kids to go out and play. So in the afternoon, I wanted to play. We had a lot of energy, so couldn't make a lot of noise at home because if she's sleeping and then she comes out again bashing. So that's not the sensible option. So when I tried that bowling at the skirting of the wall, there was no noise. So that was the initial phase. I was not thinking about developing a skill. It was just for fun, and that is how it started.
That's so cool. So honestly, most of your cricket education came from the word fun.
Correct.
That's amazing. I mean, honestly, and that makes you realize, like, even for me, my dad always used to say, follow your passion and the money and all that or whatever else will follow.
Correct.
I'm still waiting for it to follow, but this is my passion doing this show. So thank you for indulging that and being here for that. So tell us a little bit about your relationship with your sister. You're very close. Were you guys rivals? Did she like cricket, or you used to fight for the remote because you wanted to watch cricket and she didn't?
Yeah. So, see, we were 3 people in our house. So in the pecking order, I was 3rd in the list. So first, we only had one television. So during that time, my mother is the main head. Once she's done, then the sister, and then 5-10 minutes, how much ever I could get, I used to watch cricket. Because of age differences, if she's elder, you'll get bullied. So she was not interested in cricket. My mother was not interested in cricket. They come from a service background. They told me, what is all of this? Why are you watching cricket? Why are you interested in all these things? But they never stopped me. So the relationship with my sister was very good. We were, as any other sibling would do, we used to fight a lot. There used to be constant arguments. But we were very close because we knew how things are running in our family. But yeah, they were very supportive, and now they're very proud.
I have to say that the video I watched of you and your mom, it really got me very emotional, where your mom said that, you know, you looked at a Nike store and said at a young age that, you know, I want that. And she, at that time, couldn't afford that.
Correct.
And then you said, don't worry, one day I'll buy those and more.
Yes.
And so how do you feel now that you're able to do that, and how does she feel?
So when you're a kid, obviously you get fascinated by shoes, and that time, because of financial troubles, we couldn't buy all of these things. But somehow, I don't know, when I was a kid, I always felt that when I'll become big, I'll be big, I'll do something in life. I had no idea what I would do, but you know, as a youngster, you always think that once you grow up, you'll be a big man. So I just, out of that, I told my mother that, don't worry, when I'll be big, I'll go to any other store in the world and I can take whatever I want. Nowadays, I've got so many shoes that I don't have enough space in my house, but those incidents remind me of the things that I have today. And I'm very grateful of the things that I have, so I can value them when I have it right now.
That's really amazing, and it honestly shows a great upbringing that your mom's really instilled those values in you. I think I also remember reading that she said that, okay, you want to have fun, do what you want to do till your graduation, and then she wanted to send you to Canada perhaps to have a more secure job. So was it when John Wright discovered you that your life changed, or how did...
No, it was not that. Basically, earlier the plan was our whole family was going to shift. But then my mother became a school principal. So then she told me, I have a respected job over here. I don't want to start from scratch. You guys go. My sister said she's not interested. Then the final call was that I would go. Then they told me, you can try all these cricket and all till you finish your graduation. Then we'll see what happens. Most probably go to Canada. But as soon as I came into the first year, I was playing under-19 cricket. I'd played 1 year. So then finally I got into the Gujarat team for Shahid Mushtaq Ali. It was just my second game. We were playing against Mumbai. John Wright saw me. He asked, who is this guy? And then suddenly in a week's time, I had an IPL contract. So it was really a feeling that, is it really happening? Is he joking? I'm a 19-year-old kid from under-19 straight away. Now I'm playing in the IPL with Sachin Tendulkar and Mitchell Johnson and Ricky Ponting. So it took some time to really accept that I am in this circle and I'm playing with all of them. But yeah, this is how it started.
Wow, that's amazing. Coming up,
once you come into the Indian team, I thought that somebody would come and comfort me, but nobody did anything. You're on your own. Suddenly you've made your debut. You know high scoring series is going on, and you're a fast bowler and you're making your debut. I think that really helped me because that taught me that you're on your own. No, that's the best preparation. Going forward, you have to take responsibility of everything.
And just jump in.
You have to go forward.
you're very endearing because you're also quite self-deprecating, as in you are very modest. But honestly, you're very good, right? I mean, or do we need to tell you that? Or you know it?
No, we're decent at it. I'm getting better, but
No, because it's very sweet. I also read how you said when you did start with the Mumbai Indians, you were waiting for instructions. No, this is in Australia. When you were waiting for
first international game.
instructions,
Yes,
and nobody gave you any, and
correct.
then finally they said
So the scenario was that once you come into the Indian team, you've obviously heard a lot about all those players, MS Dhoni, Virat, and all of them are big players. So I thought that somebody would come and comfort me that, okay, don't worry, everything is sorted. They'll help me out.
Yeah.
But nobody did anything. You're on your own. Suddenly you're playing, you're 4-0 down.
Yeah.
And the series is not going well. Suddenly you've made your debut. You just came a day ago, you're still jet lagged, no comfort, and then suddenly you have to play a game, and then high scoring series is going on, and you're a fast bowler and you're making your debut.
Yeah.
So that's the worst possible scenario for you. That really helped me because that taught me that you're on your own.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to help you. Going forward, you have to take responsibility of everything.
And just jump in.
You have to go forward.
Yeah, that's amazing. Amazing. And was it Sachin who said to you that don't bowl to a name, bowl to a batsman?
Yes, this was in 2013. He gave me my debut cap playing against RCB. That was the first IPL game. So I was a 19-year-old kid. So I bowled to him. I bowled well. I was very nervous because before that, like any other kid, I used to watch IPL on the television. Now I'm bowling to Virat, Chris Gale. I was scared. I used to enjoy those sixes on television, but now I am bowling. I don't want those sixes of my bowling. So, but then he told me, it's okay. Don't look at the name. Look at it as a batsman, because then otherwise, if you think about the name, you're already under pressure. Just focus on the thing that is there on your hand.
So what would be any advice you would give to young kids, honestly, who really look up to you and who are like, wow, we want to do that or we want to be that? What would you say to them and what would you say to their parents?
The only advice that I would give is always back yourself, believe in yourself. So that has always helped me. So as a kid growing up, as I told you, not many people knew anything about cricket. In my family, they don't know anything about cricket, sport. So the only person who believed was me. So that is the only advice that I would give. In the end, if a young boy or a young girl has self-belief, they think that they can do it, that's the only opinion that matters. Nobody else's. Even if it's your if it's your close person, if you believe that you could do it, then that is the only way to go forward. If somebody comes up to you and says that you're very good, but if you don't believe you're very good, it's not going to work. And it goes the other way as well. If people come up to you and tell you you're bad, but if you don't think you're bad, some way you'll keep working hard and you'll reach the goal where you want to. And for parents, I don't know. See, my mother never stopped me from playing cricket. She didn't have a lot of faith, to be honest, but she never stopped me. She never put any pressure that, see, you have to become big. She told me and my sister growing up, that see, this is the scenario. You have to do whatever you want to do on your own.
Yeah.
I can give you education. I can do this much. But after that, it's your own journey. I'm there to support you. I'm there to guide you. But after a certain period of time, you fight your own battles.
That's amazing. And that's such valuable advice. As my husband, Rupak, he says, I don't remember who the quote is from, so I don't want to say the wrong name, but about how, like, give your kids enough that they are secure, but not so much that they don't work for more. And so I think that's great, that giving that advice. So on that note, I'm very grateful because this is a show to inspire parents and kids, and you're really a huge inspiration to millions of kids, including these kids who are our kids. Zen and Kaika. Now they're gonna be all quiet and shy, but they're huge fans. Say hi.
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 Hello. You've got all your balls over here with. So you don't bat. Bowl,
I bat.
Bat. Bowling is in nowadays. You should bowl more. No.
Do you want to ask a specific question?
How do you deal with pressure, not only on the pitch but also outside?
You've got pressure? No, right? You don't have pressure, right? In our profession, pressure is while performing. So for me, if you've done enough work off the field, if you've practiced enough, so the pressure is not there on the field. Just replicate it. It's just one more time. If you've not done enough work, it's similar to your exams. If you've not prepared well, then you're nervous that, oh, how would you deliver? If you've prepared well, if you've done everything, it's easy. Just you have to go there. It's just about execution. As simple as that.
Then you want to ask a question?
How did you decide your bowling style? How did you get like the perfect style to bowl and all that?
See, I don't know if it's the perfect style or not, but when I was of your age, I used to watch a lot of television. I used to watch all the bowlers. So I used to copy everybody's action. Today I'm bowling like Zahir Khan, tomorrow it could be anyone. So, but when I started playing seriously, this action developed on its own. So since then, I've never changed it.
Oh.
Wow. So, Kai, you want to do a little, sorry, I'm not usually a pushy mom and all, but you want to do your imitation? Yeah? You want to do one without imitation and one with imitation? First, show your own
then show
action.
my action.
I always change it. I just bowl how I want to trick the batsman.
So is it? So it's different every time?
Yeah. And,
So this is nice. This is your
Yeah,
original
but,
action.
This is your original action.
and then this. I go a little back.
This is your action.
This is my action. Now I can see the stiffness right now, so I understood. When I was of your age, I never used to have that season ball with me. But do you bowl fast?
I try to bowl very fast.
Very fast.
Yeah. But I realize actually the run up for you, it's actually very long, the run up.
Yes.
So first you take 16 steps.
Okay, you've counted it.
Yeah, I
Pay a
counted
lot of
it.
attention.
I counted it
Really?
like 4 or 5 times. I counted it. Then you start running and then you do the action.
Correct. But I didn't even know it was 16 steps, but I never
I
had that
counted
in
and
mind. We've done it again and again.
I heard Harsha Bogle say.
Oh, so you copied that, and then why did you say you've counted it?
I counted it once, but
But then
then I
you got
also
caught,
heard him
isn't it? Yeah, that's the way it is, isn't it?
Coming up.
so when you were young, did you like any other sports?
For us, sports were just for fun. So if we were not thinking about it as a profession, we just had fun. Until date, we try to do that. So it's now a profession, but still have fun.
Don't you think he's very modest when we know that he's the best bowler in the world?
Yeah.
And he's so modest.
So you don't need
He
to
said-
say it if you don't
No,
believe it. That's
I
okay.
know.
But honestly, Jasprit, it's really, really such an honor. I don't want to keep you for too long, but is there anything you want to ask them as youngsters and anything else you want to ask?
Tell me, what do you want to be? You want to be a cricketer?
Yeah. I want to be many things.
Many things? Do everything. One day you're a cricketer, one
I
day
want to
you're a
be
pilot.
mostly sports things.
Sports
yeah,
things.
see. So cricket.
Cricket is...
Yeah.
Any other sport?
Football. I like cricket and football. Those are the two main sports that I like.
Correct. So the only thing that I would like to tell you is that just have fun. Do whatever you want. And if you really like it later, when you grow up and you still like it, then you pursue it. That's the best way to do it.
And you know, Bhaiya was saying that his mom has given him some amazing advice, which I really, really think is fantastic advice for all parents. I said to him that, you know, he's very modest. Don't you think he's very modest when we know that he's the best bowler in the world? Best bowler in the world,
Yeah.
and he's so modest.
So you don't need
He
to
said-
say it if you don't
No.
believe it. That's
I
okay. If your mother is forcing you, don't worry. It's okay.
cheer
You
for-
can have a different favorite
cheer
bowler
for
as
both
well.
the
That's
teams,
fine.
Ryan.
That's fine.
No.
I cheer
But-
for MI and India, obviously.
No,
Yes.
but what I meant was that he said that it's because his mom tells him no matter how big you are and how much money you may make or whatever, you have to be down to earth and level headed. And I think that's fantastic advice. It might be easier said than done, but it's something that I think we all need to live by, right?
Correct.
And are you listening? I'm just joking. No, I'm just saying that it's really great advice. So please, once again, thank her for that.
Yes, thank you.
Also, when you were young, did you like any other sports?
Yes, I used to play a lot of football, used to play hockey as well. Not many people know that.
Oh.
So for us, sports were just for fun. So if we were not thinking about it as a profession, we just had fun. Until date, we try to do that. So it's now a profession, but still have fun.
So do you think that, you know, you're the best bowler in the world? Do you think you still have a lot more to learn? Like, do you feel you're learning every day and all the time? Or do you think you're like,
Absolutely. I've just played 4 years of international cricket. It's just the beginning. I still have a long way to go. Still have a lot to learn. Still have to do many things. So yeah, the start for me has been good, but the journey is still long.
that's amazing. Do you want to do us one bowling action?
You've seen enough of my action, correct? Correct, isn't it? You can see on YouTube as well, correct?
So would you like to get autographs? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's really been a pleasure. And if there's any last tip you'd like to give parents, families, anyone about anything, please do. Not necessarily cricket related, just any tip as an inspirational person.
Yes. Just to any person who's trying to pursue any career, that the main thing that drove me was having fun. Till date as well, if I'm playing international cricket, for me, it's having fun. If it's not enjoyable, then you're in the wrong profession. If you're enjoying it, everything else would follow.
I think that's fantastic advice. Thank you so much, Jasprit. And on that note, I want to give you something because you love playing in the outdoors, and this is a little gift of milkshake, which is great after playing outdoors. It's quite heavy, but it's good because it shows that you're fit. And also, another thing that we all feel strongly about is that people who may not be able to honestly have the infrastructure or the ability to pursue their passion. Perhaps somebody who's very good at cricket but is not able to do their education. What we thought is this is a Byju's learning app which is tailor-made for a child. So later, if there's any child that you think has the talent, would like to balance their academics with their we would like you to be able to give this to them.
Correct.
Which is a...
Surely my mother would
Yes, your mother would have the right person in mind. Exactly. That would be fantastic.
She would probably be the right person.
It's tailor-made for that particular child.
Correct.
So thank you so much, Jasprit. And I would get up and show you my bowling action, but...
No, that's okay.
That's okay.
Thank you so much.
I thought you would have said yes, please. But
no,
I get the hint. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Next week, we meet former Miss Universe, actress and entrepreneur Lara Datta Bhupati and a few special guests who talk about reinvention.
Reinventing yourself, readapting to situations. I think that's somewhere always kind of been in my blood.
Yeah.
Look at life as this crazy journey, and discover what makes you really happy, then just chase it with a vengeance.
There's a lot of each to their own because I think different things give different people that drive.
You just have to go out there and do it. The time will never be right until you've actually done it.